Not too many things move me to where I want to bring it to my platform or feel like I should have to speak on it. But it comes a time where there are strength in numbers. And the more that I live in this embodiment of being what is termed a human being, I am seeing more and more of my humanness being dehumanized, and I'm tired. God has brought me through so many battles, and I guess I was born for a time such as these. So are you. Are you being properly informed about COVID-19, or are we just jumping on a bandwagon and using words such as social distancing and asymptomatic as loose terms to continue this black high magic, this occult magic that has been put on the world by the elite, because we are not informed, but we are indoctrinated and we are being controlled. Whether you wear a mask or whether you don't wear a mask, as long as you are informed to why you are doing what you consider or deem rightfully suited for you, then me on the outside looking in as an observer should have no qualms with the fact that you choose not to wear a mask, but I choose to wear a mask. I may be wearing a mask because I may have symptoms and I don't want to pass it along to you. Okay, fine and dandy. But do you also realize on the flip side of the coin that COVID-19 percentage wise, I'm speaking, it's a lower chance of you contracting that than the common flu or the common cold. And we don't wear a mask for that, do we? We're wearing a mask for something that even is less likely to happen to us. And we're all up in the air. And when I say up in the air, it's because you really don't know. But I know. And yet and still, doctors have come on the platform, medical doctors, naturopathic doctors, such as myself, have told you that viruses cannot live outside of the body longer than 10 seconds. You take HPV, you take HSV, which is the herpes simplex virus, and it can only live 10 seconds. As powerful as it is and how it affects the rest of your life if you contract it, so they say, it only takes 10 seconds before it dies outside of the body. And yet, this is 81% of the STI, STD in the world sexually transmitted. But are we wearing a chastity belt around ourselves to protect us from that? You guys, listen. It is time for you to educate yourself. The Bible says that my people perish because of their lack of knowledge. Every week there's something different with the coronavirus. Okay, we were supposed to wear the mask and practice social distancing so there could be a curve. And instead of it being a curve, it has been numbers rising each and every day. Can you blame the ones that are not wearing the mask if we're social distancing anyway? So it becomes a time where you have to question what's really going on. When I was born into this world, you were born into this world, we had what is called immunity. We had a natural immune system. We still have that, and we will die with that. Coronavirus does not affect the fact that we have something that our Creator instilled in us to fight off a virus, a illness, a disease, or sickness in the body. Now, if you are having symptoms and I am not wearing a mask, it is my sovereign right as an individual to build up natural immunity through the natural ordinance and laws of nature that God has already orchestrated. And so therefore, it is my responsibility to build up my immune system in such a way that whatever you have does not penetrate my system. It does not lower my immunity. That's my responsibility. It doesn't become yours. So if I choose to wear a mask or choose not to wear a mask, and I get COVID-19, that's my problem, not yours. There are people I know that have wore masks and still got COVID-19. So please do respect those of us that choose not to wear a mask. Now, there are those of us that also are wearing masks because we are at a work establishment or a business that the government has charged to wear it or have implemented that their business will be in jeopardy or compromised if they do not enforce something that is not legal. So out of love for the business owner that I work out of her metaphysical shop for, whether I believe or not believe, I do respect the right that other people have their own beliefs, and I have to respect them as well. So I do it out of courtesy. But if I am not at that place, I do not wear a mask unless I have business in a place that also enforces wearing the mask. But if I'm just shopping at a grocery store that does not implement the fact that I have to wear the mask, I won't. I will not. This is about mutual respect. We both need to respect one another. Please respect the fact that I'm not doing things blindly and I'm educated and I know what I'm doing if I choose not to wear a mask. And I will respect the fact that you are believing social media and news that you have to wear one, or you may be someone who works at a business establishment as well, and you have to wear it. In those cases, you are exempt. You have no choice. But don't say that it's disrespectful when you see people who don't wear it, because I don't feel like it's disrespect, but it's a right. And no one should infringe on the right of the other person. There has been so many agendas pushed and so many different things thrown at us all at one time that it's time for us to stand up and start asking why and stop going about doing things blindly. I've spoken my piece on this. I hope that we raise our vibration and love for one another. All of this is to divide and conquer, you guys. Don't let them separate us. Let's mutually respect the fact that those who want to wear the mask have the right to wear them, as equally as those that do not want to wear the mask have the right to not wear them as well. To each his own. And that's what I'm going to leave you with. Namaste.